Howdy guys, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. So, now that we've beaten the game, we get to go through and go get all the other endings. So, another ending is accessible by flying Epoch to 1999 AD. All this time, you've been seeing me fly around these different time ages, and you've had this option sitting right here just grinning at you like, haha, you can't take me. We're gonna take it now. So, yes indeed. I really wish there was some way we could get to look at this age a little more closely. You know, I better make sure my speed is right. Yeah, okay, there we go. Huh. Yeah, and here it is. The age of Lavos, the day of Lavos. It's like, dude, couldn't we have come back a day sooner or something? We got a time machine here. But yeah. This is Lavos. This to me is the real Lavos, like this fight. Or, well, not this fight, I mean, just like, I don't know, when you see Lavos come out in 1999 AD and then you fight him, that's what you've been thinking all this time as well. You know, we want to stop it when it happens, and it kind of feels more real that way. But if you do it this way, though, the funny thing is, you actually skip the outer shell fight, the one that imitates all the different bosses throughout the game. Well, you're actually going to skip that fight because you're going to fly straight through him and to the inside. Yeah, like right now we're inside him. Whoa. That's got to look strange. There would be like zero visibility there. We have zero visibility. That's so funny on Independence Day when he says we have zero visibility, and then they cut to the plane outside and there's like all this mist around it. It's like, oh, no wonder. When you see the shot, then you say, oh, no wonder. It's just funny. Who knew there was not like that's the only time you ever see the inside of the Epoch too. It's like, who knew there were all those switches and stuff in there? And look where we landed, right on the inside of Lavos. There's no save point, no gate to take us back. It's a one-way trip if you do it this way. Thank you, Epoch. I'm sorry, Epoch. Yeah, the time machine's destroyed now, but it got us to the center of Lavos. So, how we got back to 1000 AD, though, in this ending, I forget. I don't know if it specifies that. Anyway, let me go ahead and make sure my equipment's okay, so hang on. Okay, so, a couple of things I might want to point out before I start this. You might notice I'm a little bit of a lower level. Well, that's because in my save states, I didn't actually have one that was saved before the Black Omen, except for one, which was saved just after the battle with Yakra the 13th in the courtroom. So, what I had to do was go from there, and I grinded a little bit, but there are several side quests that are unfinished in this particular save file, if you want to put it that way. So there's several items I don't have, like Chrono's Rainbow, Lucca's Ultimate Gun, and some other armor and stuff. And I don't really have much of anything else to do, but I figured, you know, as long as I'm fighting Lavos twice, I might as well take this opportunity to do some other parties. So, we'll do Chrono, Lucca, and Marle on this one. I was actually kind of thinking, though, I don't know if this is a good idea, because I mean, I'm going to have to fight him with Chrono, Marle, and Lucca anyway when I do it a certain other way. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should have done something different. Yeah, that's the real thing, man. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be prepared for this or not, actually, because, Doors of Doom open, here he goes. Well, let's see how bad this hurts. This may be a little harder this time than it was before. Oh, wow, that's not too bad. I was about to break out I'm going to break out a Mega Elixir anyway. Simply because, my magic is not as high as it should be. So we will do Ice Sword 2 on the left arm here. I think Ice Sword 1 is just about as good. A large part of the benefit you get from Ice Sword 2 is the multi-targeting. Anyway, here goes a Flare, follow that up. Maybe a little Luminaire on top of that. I also have Frenzy Band equipped, so that's good. Definitely get some free damage out of that. Plus he's got the safe helm, so he's not taking as much damage when he's doing that, so it's all good. Boom. Okay, so, la da da. This music, actually, when you're fighting this guy, reminds me of that oldie, I forget what it's called, but it's the one where he, I can't sing it, but it's like, bus stop, bus go, she stays, love grows under my umbrella, or something. There's a part of that song, like the very beginning, the guitars do that in the music. They go doo 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 doo, something like that. Of course, since I can't hear as I'm recording, I don't know if that's in anywhere near in sync. So, of course, it's probably better that I'm not singing in sync, because that would just be tearing up your heart, then, wouldn't it? Okay, we got to get to Lucca's turn. That's right, I don't have all those speed tabs from the Black Omen, so I'm actually slower too. Well, wait a second. I wanted to do Fire Sword too. Just because I want to change it up a little bit here. Yeah. Man, that attack rocks so much. Just even without the sound, it still looks awesome. Okay, so I'm up to, well, now I'm 829, but I did spend 2 minutes just looking at my equipment, making sure I had the best stuff possible. I didn't have a whole lot of options, though, because I don't have, like, the sunshades or the prism specs or any of that. So it's going to be a little bit... Yeah, we'll do that. Delta Force is a cool attack because it creates a triangle between the three of you. But when you're in this particular formation, you can't really see that it's a triangle, so that kind of sucks, but otherwise, it's not too bad. Obstacle. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Because you know what that means, chaos. Of course, if we're wearing vigil hats, we don't have to worry about it. Chrono's not wearing a vigil hat, but he's okay. Oh, is he trying to poison us now? Jeez. Well, we do have more options for healing if we need to do that. I'm just going to attack. Although I can't see how that could possibly do any good. Now, if I did a solo with Marle, the only thing I could do is Ice 2 with her, as far as attacking, which would really suck. 1756. I love that Shiva edge. I gotta tell you, I think I actually like it better than Rainbow as far... I don't know, because, I mean, there's tons of swords out there that do massive damage, right? But how many of them out there do 4 times damage on a critical hit? I mean, that makes critical hits a lot more exciting when they really mean something. So, I don't know. I can only imagine, like, if I leveled Crono up to 99... and gave him the prism specs with that thing, like how much damage a critical hit would do. I guess I could probably use a... Oh, I'll just use a Mega Elixir. Man, I only got 1 Mega Elixir. Holy crap, that was my last one. Man, if I had realized that, I would not have used that just now. Oh well, I guess I just did. I didn't realize that many of them came from the Black Omen. Otherwise, I would have maybe done something different there. Oh dear, not again. We got heals, though. Lucca's got a nice little single tech here, Mega Bomb. We'll just take care of him with that. I mean, this is still pathetically easy. It's not like, I mean, unless you're under level 50, this guy's not going to be a challenge at all, really. Well, I don't know if I should say that just yet, because who knows. Next thing you know, he'll come out with something that I forgot about, and boom, he'll have me down to nothing. There's not really any items you can use for attacking, which is too bad. But, oh well. Just do a bunch of crap. Here comes again with that Shadow Doom Blaze. That's a cool looking attack, though, I gotta tell you. I mean, that just looks like hellfire in a handbasket. Speaking of which, I'm sorry I didn't have this video up yesterday. I just didn't have the time, really. I went to see Wolverine with a real-life friend. Ugh, why do I say a real-life friend? Like, gee, I went to see Wolverine with a friend, jeez. It was a kick-ass movie, let me tell you. I liked it. I heard some people say they didn't like it that much. I was a little surprised, because I thought it was awesome. It made me want to go get the X-Men DVDs, because I don't actually have those. I haven't actually seen any of the X-Men movies besides X2. I know that sounds crazy, but I haven't. And I thought X2 was... Actually, I might have seen the first one. I'm trying to remember. I might have seen the first one. I know I haven't seen 3. But I've heard people say the 3 is pretty good, though, so I don't know. Might be worth checking out. Anyway, when we beat this guy, we're going to have to pause the game because... there you go, because I'm up to 1231. So yeah, he's bubbling away. I would love to see a 3D remake of this. You know how they made that 3D Final Fantasy IV on the something port on the PSP, I think it was, or something. It'd be cool to see them do that with this game, especially with the graphic capabilities we have nowadays, or any of those games where you drive around in cars, and think if they could put those kind of graphics and make something like this, something creative, you know. Lucca's just laying it all out for us here. That's awesome. Are you saying it's the reason we're all here? Grown like farm animals, waiting to be slaughtered. All of our history, our art and science, all to meet the needs of that beast. Oh, I can't think of a better reason to kick ass.